night in the Lone Star State. The roof's been opened, and we're ready for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Here's May. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw, May. And that is incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. This is taken at the 23. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get that complete. Ryan Flenoy with it.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
The moot point there is they were able to connect. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
To throw is Prescott. Finding Williams once more, complete.
Prescott's pass.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Pats are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second and 2 at the 41-yard line.
May going to give it to Henderson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
The ball carrier.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, New England.
Once again, it's Henderson. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown, New England.
Trevion Henderson, 53 yards. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
For the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Cowboys, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. There's a nice move. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
And when you present 5 wide receivers in a pattern, that asks a lot of your offensive line, because sometimes it's actually bring a little extra pressure towards the quarterback. They've got to protect, and the ball has to come out fast as well. That one was not.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. The extra point now for Borregales. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Cowboys, nothing. Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The beautiful fake. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Bernard brings it in outright. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A give to Williams, wide right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They run for it. Here's Blue. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Throwing here is May. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Formation for the Patriots.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And And it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
First down.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
39-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And Prescott, his third interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Henderson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. Second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now a second and 10. They run once more with Henderson. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, Patriots.
To throw, it's May. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. He was 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Patriots first down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Andres Borregales to kick off for New England.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23. 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's like fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. A gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Prescott now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll throw with May. He's going deep for Brown. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the shotgun, May with it. Launching one for Henderson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
On first down, it's Blue. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And this one's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 4 yards yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's the result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Again, it's Henderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
To about the 48-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. The Cotton Bowl MVP in this stadium in 2020, Ramondre Stevenson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Back now in Arlington. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now May on the sneak. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. 2nd and 10. They go with blue between the tackles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's third.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Prescott from the gun on third. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 3 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Patriots 14, Cowboys 11.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 14 yards is the pickup there in a New England first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Stevenson now on first and 10. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Short pass caught by Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Patriot first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
The tackle by DeMarvion Overshown. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's May. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To the air, May. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And just shutting him off there. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30.
It's a gain of 35.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
At the 29-yard
Here's
line.
Prescott. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. To throw, Prescott. That's complete, right around the 8. And he is in. So tied it right here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Landon Aubrey now for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score Cowboys 18, Patriots 17. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by DeMarvion Overshown. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
24-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.